isn't seeing normal. It's been a few days since I posted a video, so I thought I would jump on and give you guys an update. Things are going great. Teeth are becoming more comfortable. I noticed them less. I've noticed that I don't really pay much attention to them being there. Until I get something stuck underneath them. Then I notice them. I still have a couple of sore spots, one of which is over here. That's from a bone spur that's coming up. But other than that, nothing that's really bothering me. But I wanted to say a few things. So before I do that, keep in mind that opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So just because this is my opinion doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. If you know someone that is going through this, or someone that is having trouble with their teeth, or, you know, somebody that's contemplating doing this, offer to be that support for them. Be that voice of reason for them. And encourage them to get as much information as possible before they start. I had a friend of mine that her significant other said that if she ever got dentures or whatever, that he wouldn't look at her the same because people with false teeth look trashy, quote unquote. Here's my thought to that. If you really, really, really love that person enough to be in a committed relationship with them, and you make a comment to them like that, you're in that relationship for all the wrong reasons. Because first of all, why would you want someone to go through all that pain and infection and self-esteem issues? Because let me tell you something. When you got a mouthful of busted grill, people don't look at you the same. They don't talk to you the same. Because they see that and they automatically assume that you are poor trash. Doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter where you work, what you do, what kind of person you are. And somebody that wants you to stay that way and continue to deal with all that pain and all that bullshit, they don't want you for you. They're trying to manipulate you. It's a control thing. And long story short, don't ever let someone make you feel like less. Because here's the truth to that. If they're trying to make you feel like shit, it's because they don't think they're good enough. And 9 times out of 10, they're right. You know, going through something like this is hard enough without having someone tell you that, oh, well, if you get dentures, then I'm going to look at you different because then you're just going to look like poor white trash. Let me tell you something. A person that can willingly go through a process like this, it takes a toll, physically, mentally, and to have someone that is supposed to be your right hand look at you like that and say words like that to you, baby, it's time to move on. Because that person isn't worth your time. They're not worth your effort. You know, I don't know who coined the phrase, but somebody said, you know, you only get one trip around the sun. You only get one life. Why waste it on a piece of crap like that? Because if it was that other person that it was going through the pain and all the crap that comes with having bad teeth, and you said something like that to them, what would you expect them to say back to you? Don't ever, ever for 1 second think that something that is bettering your health, bettering your self-esteem, bettering your life for that matter, don't ever let somebody talk you out of it just because it makes them feel bad. They can either feel good with you, feel good for you, and be an encouragement to lift you up, or they can be somebody to step on the way up. Because I'm telling you what, people like that are nothing but steps. They're meant to be stepped on, stepped over, and forgotten. And those are harsh words, but that's just exactly how I feel about it. You know, if someone is going to spend their time to cut someone else down and to make them feel bad, they're nothing but something to keep to step on, to teach you a lesson and move you on up the chain. Because staying around someone like that, you're gonna go nowhere. Because I firmly believe that you can't love someone like that without loving every single part of them, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's a simple truth. You know, when you get married, you take vows, or I did. Vows have changed a lot over the years, but you know, the semantics aside, the message is all the same. For richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, for sickness and health, till death do you part. Now, a lot of people don't take that last part quite so seriously nowadays. And, you know, honestly, there are people that I believe shouldn't be together. Should have never been together. And do I think that in those cases that divorce is warranted? Nope. And there's things that I think in a marriage, and I'm not going to get into this, but there's things that I think in a marriage that are unforgivable, that there's no going back from. And without airing someone else's dirty laundry, this is not the first instance of this, but this is kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Now, you guys are going to see me do something on camera that I don't normally do. And it's not that I'm hiding it from people. It's not that I don't, I don't want people to know. But I do smoke. And I'm trying to quit, so don't even go there. I know. And it's a process. So, baby steps. But, having said that, I talked to this person for quite a while today. And to hear the hurt and the pain and the just disbelief, and to know that the one person she thought in this whole world that loved her no matter what has conditions on that love. And that's the one thing that true love comes without. It comes without strings. It comes without conditions. It comes without ultimatums. If you truly love somebody, it's all or nothing. There's no middle ground. You either do or you don't. And it's a lot easier to be hateful to someone you don't love. But it's a lot more handy to say the wrong things to someone that's close to you because they're always there. But this life comes with choices. And in every encounter with people, whether it's your loved ones or, a stranger on the street. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity as a human being to take that encounter in one of two directions. Now, there's a lot of rabbit holes you could go down in between, but there's one of two directions that you can choose to take. It can be positive or negative. There's no middle ground on that. It's either good or bad. Now, there's degrees of good and bad, but the gist is the same. In every encounter, it can be good or bad. And when you have an opportunity to support someone, to lift them up, and to support them for no other reason than to just let them know that someone is there, that someone gives a damn. And you choose not to. Even if it's something as simple as a pat on the back, or just listening to them when they need to talk, and you choose not to, that's selfish. That's selfishness in the most raw form, and the worst one, because it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you a dime to have compassion. It doesn't cost you a dime to give someone support. Just to let them know, hey, I'm here. But to hear it from someone that you love, to know that they're not going to support you. They're not going to be that pat on the back. They're not going to be that arm up. That's a hard pill to swallow. So the next time that you have a loved one or a friend come to you, and especially with something like this, it's a big step. And even if you think that maybe there's another avenue or whatever, encourage them to get all that information. Do their due diligence. But don't turn a cold shoulder. Very rarely do I voice my opinion just because I don't think I have any right in this world to, I don't know. I don't think my opinion's any more valuable than anybody else's. And maybe this is going to fall on deaf ears and I'm just talking to myself. And if so, that's fine. But if this lands on one person, and it makes them think twice the next time somebody says something like this to them. And even if it's not about this, it doesn't matter what it's about. And they hesitate to just listen to that person. Or to talk to them, or, just to be there for that person. And they think about this video, and it makes them think twice. Put yourself in that other person's shoes just for a second and think, if I was in that situation and that was me coming to this person, what would they say to me? How would they react? What would they do? So I'm going to get off here. I know this video is kind of short today, but I think I've thrown my 2 cents in. That and probably more change than 2 cents, but again, the views keep going up, and I am so appreciative of everybody's support, everybody's likes, the comments. You guys are amazing, and it means the world to me. So if you like the videos, throw a like on it. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you that watch, and I encourage comments and questions. And if you want to hit me up on Twitter, it's _N0 RMALO1. But, you know, hit me up. And you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend.